Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So it's away we go then.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat. He has that blistering pace that he can use to beat the best defenders. And it's very difficult to stop him once he starts linking up with others, once he's made that inside run.
Played in by Zambrotta. Great vision. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Yamal. Yamal! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
And Zola! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Zola clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Schneider with the short one. Right, Schneider. And now a sudden chance to counter. Stood up well to him there. Now the ball's gone astray. Schneider. Schneider will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Musiala, and he's managed to get free. And he's had it nicked away. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And this is Zola. Always goal side, shoots! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Schneider clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
And it's Musiala. Musiala makes a dash for it. Mateus did just about enough to come out on top there. He's having a hit! Oh, this looks sharp. Mateus.
Barcelona always looking for runners up front here.
Yeah, it is a regular tactic of theirs.
Yeah, it can make life really tough for you from a defensive point of view, having to constantly be on guard with people trying to get in behind.
And claimed it back. Still try from distance! Magnificent from Mateus! He's got himself an absolute peach. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! Oh, good effort! It's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
Please be reminded that drinking is only
and we are up to the break.
Well, I think it's been a fantastic watch, with chances created at either end. but it has to be said, neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. The second half then, just getting going.
Barcelona clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Oh, shooting chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Barcelona have their lead. Pass somewhat off target. Goes looking wide, delivered low. Nuno Mendes.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Nicely weighted ball. Nuno Mendes.
The attendance for this match was
that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Totti. Messi. Now it's Yamal.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the...
Musiala! Mateus looking for the chance to skim one in from range. And it's Snyder. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's up. And he shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Barcelona have themselves a chance from the spot. This further to improve their cause. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
Barcelona go up by 2 and are looking good.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Zola. Now it's Snyder. That's a shade optimistic. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. And he's lost his man here. And that's a... It's Snyder! And it's there! It's all becoming so easy. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolute... And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Number 25, Zola. Number 21, Yamal. Coming on the field, number 11, Bayern. Number 18, Batistuta.
Just a quick request today for everybody to please kindly remove any cars parked on the road outside the stadium.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So things are underway. And the shot! Goal! And that's got him off to a flyer!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Looking for options for movement. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Freiburg clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Mbappe. De Ligt calmly anticipates. First quarter of an hour gone. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but
Lewandowski! Ball in towards the middle. Chance here to counter. Oh, that's well spotted.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Darren Fletcher, not the most accurate pass.
Barcelona really are a team that like to break lines.
Yeah, they love doing that, and it does work.
Yeah.
Can he finish? And that's a sharp finish. Barcelona are back in business. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
Barcelona restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two...
He's going for goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Getting up there! That's another chance! Well taken goal. And again they hit the front. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And the pass is intercepted. Mateus looking for the chance to skim one in from range. And here's Yamal. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And that is a little undercooked. And he's intervened well there. Elise. Here's Rodri. Oh, this looks sharp.
Has been indicated.
Now that looks a decent ball. Fiore. And it's Lewandowski. That's been cut out, well played. And that is the end of the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Yeah, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another...
Diving header! He's got a goal! And getting better and better. Spectacular header. He really flung himself at that.
Well, he had a choice to make. He could have gone with his foot, but he got it absolutely right with that diving header. Brilliant.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, nicely intercepted. Schneider is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to...
Oh, good effort! Yes! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Great vision. Oh, super big chance! Oh, good finish. Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Mbappe proves just a little bit too strong. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And this is Lewandowski. Now, can they get him away? Look at this real chance! And he's stuck it away! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Number 5.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
25, Zola.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Number 22,
Fiore.
Mbappe.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Number 18,
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Shevchenko.
Bojan Krkic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Oh, just skips past his man. Schneider. Mateus. 5 minutes to add. No, that's been intercepted. That's a little off target. Threads one in. Schneider aimed beyond the defence. Fletcher spots it. And the referee brings it to a close. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim? So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to today's
The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then.
Well, Alessandro Nesta turns defence into an art form. If you like your defenders slick and quick, this is the man.
Yeah, am I right in saying he started out as a fullback?
Yeah, I think he may have begun his career as a full-back, but he became a central colossus.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Could move up a gear here. And that's really well manoeuvred. And the pass is intercepted. Rodri. This is a promising build-up. Schneider. Zola.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Nuno Mendes. And Ed Nielsen. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Courtois sends that a long way. Duke, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Zambrota. Akanji. Schneider. Beckham engages and forces him off the ball. Mateus. Almost half an hour in now. Applies the finish! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And it's Neymar. Oh, facing up to Neymar! Oh, the ball's run loose here. It's their second corner of the game. Shevchenko! No, not the best of headers. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Nuno Mendes. Change of plan here, perhaps. Schneider cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Well, the idea was a good one. He'll try from distance against the crossbar. Deftly away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. That's it, 45 minutes up. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Reflections on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And we are back on the way. Both sides defensively robust up to now.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. It's all a little bit Oh no, what has happened here? Oh, great, and the shot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. And it's Beckham. Tries to play it through. Edmilson. And still we await the first breakthrough. Now it's Mbappe. Zola under intense pressure.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Neymar. Oh, that tries one from range. Oh, it's come off the upright. Well, that's a fair try, but just off target.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried.
It's Neymar! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Mateus.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And this is Zola. Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. He's in a great position here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now it's Yamal.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Nicely aimed pass. Shevchenko. That is good strength. And we're done. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. How would you sum up what we've witnessed? So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. And that gets things running. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this man, João Cancelo, is going to add so much more dynamism to his side, and he's the type of player who does well in a flowing system, in a flowing team. I like it when he moves centrally and...
Schneider! Schneider! Brilliant!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. De Ligt did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Nice interception, well timed. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Mbappe. Barcelona currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Schneider. And here's Mbappe. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And there's the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a really well-measured ball. João Neves receives it. There's the header! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Haaland, and this is Ronaldo, pinches it off him. That has not gone well. João Neves. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zola is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Now he's got space here. Gerrard unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Schneider does have his name on the score sheet, of course. This looks promising. And he shoots! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they?
Added time.
And here's Schneider. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Barcelona with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 19, Aymeric Laporte.
So
Number
we're underway for the
20,
second half.
Erling Haaland.
Barcelona
Coming on the
currently
field,
ahead by the
number
smallest
3,
of margins.
David Alaba. Number
Oh, that's
11,
wonderful alertness.
Didier Drogba.
Akanji. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bellingham receives it in a good position here. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Good ball, good take. And a header! And he hits the net. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Barcelona restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finish.
Tries a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And it's Zakaria. Showing good feet. He's got away, and that's played in low. It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Drives it in. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product.
And the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Cristiano Ronaldo is offering a right smile there.
Zola tries to clear. Opts to play it. He's having a shot! And there's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Oh, that's a key interception. Schneider, that's a sharp pass. Always onto this. Can he finish? Mbappe! Irrepressible! A finish right from the top drawer. Oh, that was sharp. Deliciously sharp.
Well, he's absolutely drilled that, Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to be able to do much about it.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Nuno Mendes. And he cuts out the supply.
Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Oh, shooting chance! And that's a sharp finish. And right near the end, we have parity. Simplicity itself.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
He's picked his way through. Oh, important interception. Bellingham! And that's that. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Please join me in wishing...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're very much on the way now.
Well, there's a big game player, if ever there was one.
Iniesta, universally admired. So what do we expect from him today, Jim?
Well, he's the master of time and space, Peter. He finds those little pockets in dangerous areas, moves the ball forward, taking people in the narrowest of spaces and delivers precision balls. And he does it pretty much better than anyone else. Class.
Mateus applies the finish! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Mateus really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Charleroi already a man down in these early stages. That has left the boss thinking about what harm it has done to their chances. Ronaldinho going forward. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Zola. Schneider plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. There's the shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips the...
And it's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, then...
Yamal! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
That pass has been well intercepted. Can he get on the end of this? Chance for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. And we have our very first corner. Oh, important interception. Charleroi have the chance to go the other way. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Well, that's well seen too. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Charleroi clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one.
And Sola! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Mbappe, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho makes a dash for it. Mateus.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Zola. That has been slung wide. Brilliantly cut out. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
And a quick reminder
So,
today,
nothing in it,
everybody,
Jim?
to make
What do you
sure
think?
to put any
Well,
litter
it's
in
been
the
an
bins
intriguing
provided.
watch.
Thank
A
you
really
for your
nice contrast
cooperation.
of styles that seem to suit both teams pretty well. Who's ultimately going to win it? It's anyone's guess still.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And so the action is resumed.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Zola, the pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Mateus is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Ronaldinho. Ekitike. Now it's Van Basten. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Schneider did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Akanji.
Mateus really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Some good work on the right flank here. A heavy challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And he's managed to get free. Yamal! Goal! Barcelona! And they get themselves in front!
Barcelona, after
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Barcelona with the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Charleroi can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Ronaldinho.
Charleroi really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Showing great feet there. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Yamal voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
I'd like to ask you to join me in
How would you
wishing
sum up
our
what we've
birthday
witnessed,
boy
Jim?
a very
Barcelona
special
clearly